Well, let's talk about this with Jess Gill, who's host of the Reasoned UK channel, a Conservative channel, and joins us now. Good morning to you, Jess.
Good morning.
I have to say, I was so in two minds on this. I don't want people whose job it is to make sure that we're not poisoned by, you know, the local takeaway because we've got decent food standards, to be getting involved in, you know, law-abiding grown-ups deciding what it is they take into the office for their colleagues or not, and how much food they then choose to eat. You know, someone smoking a cigarette. I worked in offices where you know, I used to sit next to people smoking cigarettes, and I'm very anti-smoking and really hate the smell and effect of it. I was delighted when smoking was banned, but that actually does kill people. No one is forcing me, when someone brings a cake into the office, to eat that cake, are they?
Well, let's be real. I don't think the country's obesity issue is because of the odd office cake. I think it's very typical of quangos to be absolute killjoys in every aspect of human life. I mean, someone bringing a cake into the office is nice. It's a part of the community. It's wholesome. I think we should encourage stuff like that, especially after lockdown where people have had to work from home. I think that's so important.
Well, it's one of the things that people often like. I certainly the ruling most offices I've been in is that actually if it's your birthday, you bring in the cakes. So someone else doesn't have to remember then, hey, everyone, it's John's birthday. John's brought in a load of cakes, off we go. I have to say, though, on the other side of this, when I've been trying to, you know, be on a health kick, trying to be good, I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to buy any cakes myself. I'm going to have healthy food. Basically, I've got the self-control in the supermarket, but not in my fridge, in the kitchen at home. So if I haven't got it at home, I won't eat it, so I can do that. But if it's sitting there in the office, I'm going to eat it. And I would rather it wasn't sitting there. I want other people to be able to do what they want, but it would be easier for me if that cake wasn't there, because I've got no off switch when it comes to, you know, sweet cake or chocolate or anything like that. So has she got a point there? This is where I'm in two minds in it, that actually people bringing in cake, and there are feeders. I've worked in offices where there is somebody who just bakes and bakes and bakes and brings a load of food in and then goes, here you go. And then everyone else gradually, you know, you're a stone heavier at the end of the year. It is, to a certain extent, encouraging people to eat unhealthy food, which they perhaps otherwise wouldn't eat. In which case, do we have a responsibility about that?
I mean, I think we're in a culture where we need to just say no to this stuff. We see adverts off McDonald's all the times, and, you know, that may seem tempting, but we have to say no. There's so much fast food and, you know, unhealthy food around. You know, you don't just get everything from the supermarket. You don't just get all the cakes from the supermarket. And I think it's just encouraging people to have that individual choice, even if it's just something as simple as cake.
Yeah, fair enough. I'd love people's thoughts on this, but I mean, now I've got to be honest with you. Now all I want to do is eat cake. So there we are. Jess Gill, host of Reasoned UK, a Conservative channel. Thank you very much. Sorry, short.